Travis Wayne Goodsell. Adult Protective Services have refused to respond to my call for help. And so I'm all alone. However, I am just emailed Judge Waddups and Judge First, so I'm going to read that for you to keep you in the loop of the current lawsuit against the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And so, as required for emails to the judges, I put my full name and the case number, 219CV00711. And then I type, attached is an extortion threat to evict me by associates, agents, of the defendant listed in counts under 3 U.S. Code 2441 War Crimes, Count 2. And then I have it attached. Also in the mail today, I received an altered notification from the same property manager, no longer threatening me to sign, or I'll be evicted. But I have a stain on my unblemished record in the 5 years as a tenant at this residence. This came after I found Rule 4D, waiver of summons, and had served the counsel for the defense, which has until 30 of March 2020 at midnight to file a response with the court. They have not returned my copy of the waiver, as the rule requires, and have refused to speak with me. I made a recording of the alleged incident, which proves my innocence, but my requests for dispute and dismissal of the false accusations are being ignored. As also indicated in my complaint, I stand alone, as I have exhausted all resources, which continues with this latest violation of 42 U.S. Code 3617, interference, coercion, or intimidation. And then I list the full code out, which is not too long. It is unlawful to do any of what I mentioned, as I'm trying to pursue my First Amendment rights. I will not be adding this charge because it will involve further delays, which is exactly what the defendant wants. As Judge First has refused to acknowledge any motion I've filed and is in direct violation of the law, as her last day on the job is the end of April 2020, I appeal to you, Judge Waddups, as I know you are a fellow Mormon. You can clearly see from my lawsuit that the defendant forced my hand, and for what? That I am a translator, and the defendant's prophets are not? As I indicate in my complaint, I am born and raised Mormon, and pursued ancient languages because I'm Mormon, and found Joseph Smith was accurate, and for that the defendant has sought to destroy me. I could go on to quote Book of Mormon and Doctrine and Covenant scriptures, but your appearance in this case informs me I'd be wasting my time. I did not seek to destroy the defendant. It is they who sought to destroy me. They have hundreds of billions of dollars with a welfare square and bishop storehouses to help Utah, America, and the world if they would have been preparing all these decades for coronavirus. And yet they instead closed and expect that the Utah Food Bank, Aftershock, and other food charities to do the work that the defendant refuses to do. And their justification is that they are adhering to the parable of the talents in the Gospels, to give all their money to Jesus at his second coming. Which excuse is just so sad to hear such ignorance of Scripture from our religious leaders. We all know the defendant has no defense, as they are instead attempting to intimidate and destroy me before the deadline. My evidence is solid against the defendant and clear-cut obvious. I have put on the docket the entry of default for Judge First, and am expecting to do the same thing for the defendant on the 31st of March 2020. Successfully obstructing justice does not mean the defendant automatically is innocent. But it is sad to be victimized by the unchristlike examples of my fellow Mormons who are not only betraying our God, but also betraying America and mankind. All I ask is that you choose the right. Please. The fate of the human race depends on it. So sad. So sad. They would rather have the world destroyed than concede the case to me. That's the fact. And so that's the latest update, as you got an update of the earthquake too. Isn't this fun? We just had a big ol' earthquake that was not supposed to happen. And I just missed getting it recorded because I'm working on uploading the other video I just did. Oh man, we were not supposed to get a bigger earthquake. That was not bigger, but oh man, that was they're supposed to get weaker and weaker. So wow. Oh, whoops. Whew. Man, that caused a flicker in our electricity. So that had me concerned. I'm gonna stop the video saving and add this to it. I don't know if I should stop. Maybe I need a live cam is what I need, because I mean, my goodness.